Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today it is our Championship and Premier League predictions for this upcoming weekend. There's some very big games coming up this weekend, but before we get into it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe and put your predictions in the comments down below to get points on the prediction league. And without further ado, let's just start predicting. So the first game in the Championship is Barnsley going up against Hull, a really big game down in the bottom of the table. Now, Barnsley in midweek beat Derby by 2-1, who are fellow relegation rivals, and Hull lost 1-0 away to West Brom. But despite Barnsley winning in midweek and Hull picking up a defeat in midweek, I still can't see Barnsley winning this really. I think both teams will just cancel each other out, so I've gone for a 1-1 draw. The next game is Birmingham going up against Reading. Now, Birmingham beat Bristol City 3-0 midweek. It was a very shocking performance from us. Birmingham, credit to them, they thoroughly deserved the win. And Reading lost 1-0 away to Millwall in midweek. And Birmingham's been on really good form so far this season, and they are a decent team. Well, I say they've been on form so far this season. I mean, just recently they've been on good form. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-0 win to Birmingham. Next up, Blackburn going up against Sheffield United. And you know, what more do you really want me to say about this game? Blackburn lost 7-0 to Fulham in midweek, so I can't see them picking up anything here. So I've gone for a 3-1 win for Sheffield United. And the next game is Bournemouth going up against Swansea. Now, Bournemouth lost their first game of the season in midweek, 2-1, a 2-1 defeat to Preston. Swansea ended Coventry's winning streak at home this season with a 2-1 win at the CBS Arena. Now, this game is two really good sides going up against each other, so I can't really see a team who's going to win it here, so I've just gone for a 1-1 draw. Now, the next game is Cardiff going up against Huddersfield. Now, Cardiff lost 1-0 at home to QPR in midweek, whilst Huddersfield drew 1-1 away to Peterborough in midweek, but it was a really disappointing result for them, conceding late on. And you know, these teams are quite similar in quality, that despite being in opposite ends of the table. So I've gone for another 1-1 draw. I've predicted a lot of 1-1 draws in these games, by the way. So yeah, the next game is Coventry going up against Bristol City. Now, both teams losing in midweek. Obviously, Coventry losing 2-1 at home to Swansea, and Bristol City losing 3-0 away to Birmingham. But if we play the right teams and the right players in the right formation, then I feel like we can give Coventry some sort of a test. And I think if we play the right squad, then we can get maybe a draw out of this. So that's why I'm going to say another 1-1 draw. Now, the next game is Luton going up against Stoke. The Nathan Jones derby, you could call this. Both teams winning in midweek. Luton beating Middlesbrough 3-1 at home, whereas Stoke beating Blackpool 1-0 away. That late goal from Stephen Fletcher. Yeah, I just can't really see. I just can't really see one side winning this really. So that's why I've gone for another 1-1 draw. I know I warned you. I said I predicted a 1-1 draws in this one. So yeah. Next game is Millwall going up against Derby. Now, Millwall obviously beating Reading 1-0 in midweek. Derby losing 2-1 to Barnsley. And yeah, I can see Millwall winning this one. You know, Derby's form has taken a bit of a dip recently. So yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win for Millwall. And the next game is Forest going up against Preston North End. Forest picking up a 1-1 draw against Sheffield United in midweek. Preston obviously beating Bournemouth away. These sides are quite decent teams despite being, you know, in the lower end of the table. They are quite decent teams and they should be higher in the table in my opinion. But I feel like Forest just have a little bit more quality in them. So for Preston, so I've gone for a 2-1 win for Nottingham Forest. And the next game is Peterborough going up against Fulham. And Fulham, they're obviously going to be flying after that 7-0 win away to Blackburn. So I've gone for a 3-1 win for Fulham in this one. And the last championship game we're going to predict is West Brom going up against Middlesbrough. West Brom obviously beating Hull 1-0 in midweek. Middlesbrough losing their form a bit, you know, lost 2 games from about now against Birmingham and Luton. And yeah, I don't think their form's going to improve here against a tough side like West Brom. I've gone for a 2-0 win for the Baggies in that one. But now, we got one more championship game. We got a late kickoff, so got Blackpool going against QPR. I thought we were done with the championship games, but we've got a late kickoff here. Blackpool against QPR. So yeah, Blackpool losing 1-0 to Stoke, and obviously QPR beating Cardiff away. Yeah, Blackpool's form is starting to take a little bit of a dip as well. So I feel like we're going to lose this one as well. So I've gone for a 2-1 win for QPR. Right, now let's get into the Premier League games. Right, so the first Premier League game coming up tonight is Southampton versus Aston Villa. Now, Southampton are starting to pick up their form, whereas Aston Villa, they are doing the opposite, quite frankly. They've lost at least their last 5 games, I think. Their most recent one being a 4-1 defeat at home to West Ham, which, you know, simply isn't good enough. So I think they're gonna taste another defeat here. I've gone for a 2-0 win for Southampton. And the next game is the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. Is the Manchester derby. Is Manchester United going up against Manchester City. Now, both sides playing in the Champions League in midweek. Man United scraping a 2-2 draw away to Atalanta with Ronaldo saving them again, and Man City absolutely dominant against Club Brugge. I believe it was a 5-1 victory. Yeah, so I can only see one side winning this, and that team is obviously Man City. So I've gone for a 2-1 win for Man City. Now the next game is Brentford going up against Norwich. Two sides who aren't in the best of form right now, despite Brentford having quite a good start to the season, but they're not in the best of form right now. I believe they've lost their last 3 matches against Chelsea, Leicester and Burnley. So yeah, I've actually gone bold here. I've predicted Norwich to get their first win of the season. I'm backing Norwich to beat a Brentford side who aren't on the best of form. And yeah, despite Norwich only picking up two points from 2-0 draws this season, only scoring 3 goals as well so far this season, I'm going to back them to get a 2-1 victory That is a bold prediction, but hopefully it will pay off. And the next game is Chelsea going up against Burnley. Now, I believe Chelsea in midweek they obviously beat Malmo 1-0, I believe, away. And yeah, Burnley obviously they don't have Champions League or anything, so their last Premier League game they beat Brentford 3-1. But yeah, Chelsea's just too good for them. So yeah, I predicted a 2-0 win for Chelsea. The next game is Crystal Palace going up against Wolves. This is going to be an interesting game. Yeah, two sides who look very good this season. Crystal Palace beating Man City away last time out, and Wolves beating Everton 2-1 at home. And yeah, these are two really good sides, and I can't really see one team winning here, so I've gone for a 1-1 draw. The next game is Brighton going up against Newcastle. Now, Brighton last time out got a very good point at Liverpool, 2-2 draw. Newcastle obviously lost 3-0 to Chelsea. So yeah, I can only see one team win this, and that's Brighton. So I've gone for a 2-1 win for Brighton in that one. And the next game is Arsenal going up against Watford. Now, Arsenal got a 2-0 win away at Leicester last weekend, and Watford lost 1-0 at home to Southampton. And Watford, I feel like Arsenal's going to be too good for them. So I feel like it's going to be a 2-0 win for Arsenal. Next up is Everton going up against Tottenham. Tottenham, obviously, under their new manager now of Antonio Conte, which is a very good appointment, to say the least. Everton not looking great. Just lost 2-1 to Wolves. Spurs, they played a game last night, which was Antonio Conte's first game. It was a very mad game against Vitesse in the Europa Conference League. They went 3-0 up before conceding two goals just before half time. And in the second half there were 3 red cards, obviously 1 to Tottenham and 2 to Vitesse, but somehow Spurs held on despite, I didn't watch the game, but if you take a look at the stats, Spurs had 10 shots to Vitesse 16. So yeah, I could kind of see Vitesse were pretty much dominating Spurs in that game. So yeah, very lucky 3 points for Antonio Conte's men in his first game. But yeah, I feel like Everton is going to be too easy for Tottenham. So I've gone for a 2-0 win for Spurs in that one. The next game is Leeds versus Leicester. Now, Leeds winning 2-1 away at Norwich. I believe that was their first win of the season. And Leicester obviously losing 2-0 home to Arsenal. But in midweek, actually, Leicester drew 1-1 to Spartak Moscow, I believe, in the Europa League. And yeah, I feel like Leicester have too much for Leeds, so I've gone for a 2-1 win for Leicester. And the next game, the final game to predict, is West Ham going up against Liverpool. Now, West Ham in the week, they picked up a 2-2 draw away to Genk in the Europa League, and Liverpool beat Athletic Madrid 2-0 home. And yeah, Liverpool are just too good for West Ham. I think they'll have too much for them, so I've gone for a 2-1 win for Liverpool. But that wraps it up for my predictions, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, put your predictions down in the comments to get points on the prediction league, and I'll see you all later. Cheerio.